We have 1/4 x minus 1/3 equals 2. Don't pause it. Don't turn it off. We have fractions. But I'm going to show you a way we can deal with these. We can knock these guys out. In fact, when we have an equation like this, and this only works on equations, not on expressions, 1/4 x minus 1/3 equals 2, what I do is I look at each denominator. In this case, I've got a 4, a 3, and this is understood what? 1. We'll write it there just for emphasis, just to show you we're looking here. We try to find the LCD. So step 1 is find the LCD and multiply both sides. That's key. Both sides by that LCD. The least common denominator or lowest common denominator. So step 1, step 2 is to multiply both sides by the LCD. It should say both sides. Okay? So in this case, what is the LCD? Now, if you're ever at a loss for what the least common denominator is, you can always multiply all the denominators together. That'll always work. But you'll have to reduce a lot at the end sometimes, so just be careful on that. So what number will both 4, 3, and 1, we can kind of disregard the 1. So what number will both 4 and 3 divide into evenly? 12. It happens to be the product of those two. So I multiply both sides by 12. Now multiply each term by the 12. I'll just go and kind of pencil it in here. And now we cancel. And the denominator should cancel it. If they don't cancel out, we didn't pick a common denominator. So here, 4 goes into 12 3 times. And 3 times 1x is 3x. Does that make sense? Multiply by 12, so 4 goes into 12 3 times, and 3 times 1 gives me a 3x. How about this one? 3 goes into 12 how many times? 4 times 1 is 4. Equals, and don't forget the right-hand side. Often students will forget the right-hand side, particularly if the right-hand side does not have the denominator other than 1. So 2 times 12 is 24. Well, hey, that didn't look too bad, does it? We can knock this one out. So we have some subtracting 4, and focusing on the x. So the opposite of subtraction, addition. I'm going to add 4 to both sides. 3x equals 28. Now one more step. It's 3 times x. So I'm going to divide both sides by 3. So x equals 28 thirds. And don't leave it like that. We're going to rewrite it. It may seem like a redundant step, but it's good form to do. Now some students don't like that final answer. They want to go ahead and divide 3 into 28. That's certainly fine. You can do that, get 9 1/3. You can certainly write it like that as well. Either answer is certainly fine. Okay? And we got that by dividing 3 into 28. Right, goes 9 times 3 is 27. There's 1 left over, so that's the 1/3. Okay? We don't do long division a whole lot anymore. Calculators can crunch this out and write it in these forms as well. So just keep that in mind. But we ought to be able to do these without a calculator, right? You want to be able to solve these basic linear equations pretty easily. In this class,